bookish friends, welcome back to Amanda's Bookish Adventures. It is day 2 of Bookmas and I am doing the Joy of Christmas book tag. I will link the questions down below and the site I found it from. So the first question is, the Christmas excitement real? The Christmas excitement is real. What book release are you most anticipating? And that would be for next year in 2023, The Witch and the Vampire, and it comes out on March 21st. And I wrote some of the descriptions down. It was a big description off of Goodreads, so I wrote some of it down. It's a queer Rapunzel telling where a witch and a vampire who trust no one but themselves must journey together through a cursed forest with the danger at every turn. Ava and Kay used to be best friends until one night 2 years ago. Vampires broke through the magical barrier, protecting their own. There in turn, and in ensuing the attack, Kay's mother was killed and Ava was turned into a vampire. And then that's all I know, that Ava is the Rapunzel character. She was trapped inside. Kay has sworn vengeance against vampires, so it's kind of at that point, enemies to lovers. They go through an adventure. I'm really excited. I'm excited it's queer, and I cannot wait for March to read it. It is probably going to be one of the first 2023 release. Well, I'm definitely going to try to get it in March or in the next month. That's what I'm trying to say. So the second question is, Christmas songs and carols. What book or author can you not help but sing praises about? One last stop. I cannot, because of a book slump. I only read one book in August. I did read a couple other stuff, but this was the main book I read at the end of August, and it's still in my brain. So August basically goes on, moves to New York to finish off her college years. She's a minimalist loner. She meets some very quirky roommates. We got Wes, a tattoo artist with a very cute poodle dog named Noodle. You don't see Wes a lot. Other at night, you have Mila, who is an engineer artist, works at a vintage clothes store. And then you have Nico, who is one of my favorite characters. He is a psychic / crappy bartender. And they welcome her into the apartment, and then she has a very meet cute with Jane. And it's the mystery. August's journey is trying to help Jane, the mystery of Jane, and the romance. I have laughed and I have cried, and I cannot stop thinking about this book. It was a 5-star, and I want it to become a movie or a television series. I can't stop thinking about this book at this point. I cannot stop. I honestly might reread it before December. Probably won't, because I do have a lot of books I need to read, but I do think if after December I will reread it. I might even listen to the audiobook because I'm very curious about what it sounds like. I love Jane. I kind of have quite a crush on Jane. I can't stop thinking about these characters, this book, and yes, high praises. I want to read more from this author. I know she's Red, White, and Royal Blue that came out before this one, and then this year she had a YA sapphic one that came out. So question 3, Gingerbread Houses. What book or series has a wonderful world building? And I'm going to have to say A Court of Thorns and Roses, and Throne of Glass. I have not finished Throne of Glass. Hopefully I've read before December, because I am pre-filming. Hopefully I have read at least another. The worlds are so different, but it's brilliant. The fays that are in A Court of Thorn and Roses series, absolutely amazing. Freyra and Rhysand's story, and it was absolutely amazing. The world, how it was described, even in Throne of Glass, I am still amazed. I think Sarah J. Maas has killed it with those 2 series, and I can't stop thinking I do need to reread Court of Thorns and Roses series. I need to read the next couple books so I could read the new release that I own that I have not got to yet, but I cannot stop thinking about how brilliant that those worlds were. And I also would say The Witcher, but I haven't got very far in The Witcher, but I think I read the 2 short story collections and the first one, and I'm planning to do a reread, which you'll hear about probably in 2 more videos. So question 4, a Christmas Carol's favorite. A classic or one that you want to read? Have you read a favorite classic or one that you want to read? Honestly, I don't read a lot of classics, but I would like to try to read Pride and Prejudice. I did read Pride and Prejudice Zombies a couple years ago, and I liked it, but I suffered through it to finish it because I love the movie, but it was very long. I would like to read Wuthering Heights, Count of Monte Cristo. I never got to read those books in high school. I would like to go in. I think the Count of Monte Cristo was, I got recommended that by a teacher. I do want to read it. On the top of my head, I know what Pride and Prejudice is about. I don't really know what Wuthering Heights is about, but I do know it's like a very deep classic, so those would be ones I would like to read. So question 5, Christmas sweets. Christmas sweets. What book would you love to receive for Christmas? Any hardback, the new hardbacks of The Witcher. They are amazing. And you'll hear about them in another video too, but like I think only a couple of them at this point have been released with the artwork. I would like to own the old series, the paperbacks, the new white covers, and then the hardbacks. I want to collect all of them, but I really would love some Witcher hardbacks, any in the series. I would love to be given for Christmas. So 6, candles in the window. What book gives you that warm and fuzzy vibes? One Last Stop. I can't stop thinking about it. Everything, I was laughing and crying. It is one of my favorites of the year, and I don't know if I might put it on my list. You might see it a lot in other videos, but I cannot stop thinking about this. The warm and fuzzy vibes, it's everything. The romance was epic. Her relationship with August's relationship with her roommates, and the history, and it's beautiful. I want companion novels. I want sequels. I want a prequel. Or at least I want other stories that are in this world, and maybe August can interact with the new characters. You never know. I think it would be really cool if Casey McQuiston did that, but I cannot stop thinking about this book. So question 7, Christmas trees and decorations. What are some of your favorite book covers? And I was obviously thinking the original Court of Thorn Roses. I do have 3 on here that I don't think, obviously, One Last Stop. Legends and Lattes. I love this cover. This is the indie edition. I do know it got picked up by Orbit. I'm hoping to get this red. I think you'll see this in a video, a special vlog for this. I'm hoping to get this red, and if I love it, I will pick up Orbit's edition as well. And then you'll see this book in another vlog, common theme, but I paid to get the UK cover. If I love it, I might pick up the UK cover. So I meant the US cover. I do love Gallant. I would get the US edition in paperback. So for the last question is Christmas joy. What are some of your favorite things about Christmas and some of your favorite Christmas memories? I think I like the season of Christmas. I like the joy. As an adult, I don't decorate much for Christmas anymore, but I love Christmas lights. Last Bookmas walked around my neighborhood and filmed a couple lights in my vlog. It was a thing we did as a kid, was go drive around and see lights. I used to stare at the Christmas tree for hours when I was a kid with the lights. I love Christmas lights. One of my favorite memories, and I do believe I mentioned this last Christmas in one of the Bookmas, probably in a lot of the Bookmas videos, was my favorite memory is when I was 16 years old. It was my nephew's first Christmas, and before we opened presents or anything, he crawled to me, and I love it. There is a photo of that, his joy and excitement, and I absolutely love that memory. I love kind of gathering around family. I haven't done that since COVID, have like a big Christmas, because it just wasn't, I wasn't alone. I was with my dad for Christmas, but I have been used to big Christmas settings. I do like seeing my family. I like having dinner. I love hearing the laughter of my nephew and my nieces. Those are some of my favorite things, and seeing them open presents kind of as an adult, seeing the excitement of a child doing it, it's kind of really a cool thing for me. Those kind of have been my favorite things about Christmas. This is not on there, but I'm just gonna say some things I don't like. I don't like Christmas music anymore. It gets overplayed so much that in December, I will not listen to the radio. If like going for a drive or anything, I will not listen to the radio because a lot of the songs get played over and over again and they get stuck in my head. It just drives me crazy. So that is the joy of Christmas book tag, and that is it for the end of day 2 of Bookmas. I am hoping for the first 2 it's a good video. I'm hoping you guys are enjoying December, and I'm wishing you a happy, healthy December and happy holidays. I will see you for day 3 of Bookmas. Bye for now.